The Prime Minister is in Kokoda right now, walking the Kokoda Track. Important symbolism, important strengthening of that relationship with PNG, Greg?
Yeah, I think, full marks to Prime Minister Albanese for this. The South Pacific requires constant attention. We saw the Chinese Foreign Minister in Papua New Guinea last week. Of course, we don't only love the South Pacific because we're in a rivalry with China, but you can't succeed in the South Pacific unless you show up, very similar to Southeast Asia. And, the Kokoda Track is tremendously important to Australia symbolically. It's tremendously important to Papua New Guinea. It's a site of where Papua New Guineans helped Australian servicemen. And I think the Prime Minister is doing 100% the right thing by spending time in Papua New Guinea and spending time with the PNG Prime Minister. It's not a visit full of, you're not going to get an announceable agreement out of it, but it's a very good way for the Prime Minister to put in his time, I think.
Just finally, only a minute left, but I haven't spoken to you since the defence funding announcement. I've read your analysis. You're just, in simple terms, you're saying it's not enough and it's way too delayed, that we need to front load the expenditure in military acquisitions.
Yeah, so Kieran, in their first budget, the Albanese government marginally decreased the real level of defence funding. And now we're going to get across the next forward estimates, $5.7 billion, which is hardly anything per year. So that means for 2 terms of the Albanese government, they've done nothing in defence. Meanwhile, paying money for the AUKUS subs means they're cannibalising all kinds of other capabilities. We're not going to have a 4th squadron of F-35s, and we're going to not have a demining fleet, so we can't do anything about hostile powers which mine all our harbours. And they're pulling off a contract by saying that in 10 years' time they're going to do fabulous things, but it's a contract on the Australian people, and basically it's a lie. The Albanese government is degrading our defence capabilities and not taking any action across the first 2 terms of its life in government to make a serious increase in Australian defence capability. I think that's grossly irresponsible, and I would wish that the opposition would make more of an issue of it.